All hope seems lost to stop the Dragonia Empire from enslaving everyone, until the Resistance discovers an island full of Wyverns. Javarius has lost everything, his parents murdered, his sister kidnapped, and the new village he called home destroyed. The Dragonia Empire has gotten out of control, destroying anything and everything in their path, searching for the Resistance. Javarius is left with little choice but to find the Resistance, join them, and hope he can help them defeat the Dragonia Empire once and for all to bring peace to the land of Droga. If you love Dragon Riders of Pern and Eragon and you're looking for a great new Dragon Rider fantasy to read, you'll love this series because it not only has dragons, but also wyverns, drakes, and several other types of dragons. Alright, Dragonia Rise of the Wyverns is a fantasy adventure featuring dragon riders. I mean, the title kind of says it all, which, yeah, so that's always fun. This story follows Javarius, who is fleeing from the site of his destroyed village after the Dragonia Empire basically destroyed it, looking for people from the Resistance, which is problematic. So he's actually trying to find the Resistance, and he goes and he does find them, and then they have to figure out how to fight the Empire, and they discover this island full of wyverns, which is cool. Because you don't often see wyverns, like, actually properly described as wyverns in dragon books. Okay, for those of you who don't know the difference, dragons have 4 legs and a pair of wings. Wyverns have back legs, and their front legs are wings. They can be folded to walk on the ground, from what I understand, though I've never actually seen the show. The Game of Thrones dragon that you see is actually a wyvern, so that's a thing. People tend to use them interchangeably. They're not interchangeable. They're actually quite different. But anyways, beside the point, this story, well, it reads a whole lot like kind of Star Wars meets Eragon. You've got Resistance fighting against an empire, trying to bring back the rule of law, the rule of justice, as opposed to tyranny. So you get a lot of that. And as far as the story goes, I like it. You know, it's kind of fun to see something where you know what you're going to expect. The Dragon Riders, the Empire, you know, they're specifically the bad guy. And the Resistance, they're working for the good of the individual. It's nice. As far as the writing goes, it definitely fits in with the age range which is suggested, which is 12 to 17, so sort of your middle grade young adult novel. It works out well. You get to see a lot of the, you know, pieces without having some of the extra adult things that would be bad in a novel of that age range, because, well, yeah. Anyways, I didn't love the characters, I will be honest. Javarius, as a main character, has all of the traits that you would expect. He's a good guy, he's trying to protect his people, he's trying to fight the Empire, he is willing to work hard and to learn, but he just didn't have that extra depth that you would expect. He had, you know, torment, and he talked about his past torment, but I didn't really feel like he felt it. He just kind of talked about it as if it were a thing that everyone should acknowledge is there, and we do. We acknowledge it is there. He does have this past trauma, but he doesn't really... there's just something not... I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't feel like he feels it. It's a terrible description, but it's what I've got. I like him as a main character in general. You know, all the archetypes are there, but he just doesn't feel like he's struggling with things the way that you would expect. Now, part of that is the length of this novel. It's not a long piece. It took me maybe an hour to get through, so you're not going to get a whole lot of the in-depth character backstory and the experience and how they deal with things. But I kind of was hoping for a little bit more. There one point in particular, he's talking to someone who was from his village, his destroyed village, and he wants to be in a relationship with her, but doesn't really feel like it's appropriate, like he's good enough for her, and I don't really see why. And that one thing where he says, oh yeah, I'm just, you know, I want to deserve you, and I don't think I am that sort of a person. Okay, we don't see why he's that. He's done, you know, everything he can to protect the people, to fight with the resistance. He's, you know, trying to take care of them. He's thoughtful about people's feelings, but he just, oh, well, I'm not good enough. Well, okay, what is it that makes it, you know, him feel that way? There's just that extra disconnect that I'm not really getting into his character. But as far as the story goes, you know, like I said, it's nice. It's fun. It's precisely what you would expect. Bad guys versus good guys, you know, advantage versus disadvantage, and sometimes it's nice. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Dragonia, if you're interested, has several books in the series. I don't actually know how many. I have forgotten that number because my brain is a little weird. But there are several books in the series, so you can follow the adventures of all of these people all the way through, which is good because the epilogue given in this book does end on a cliffhanger. I mean, it's what we expect. Cliffhangers are a normal part of life as a reader. We should just grow to get used to them, but anyways, that's a thing. If you're interested in this book, like I said, it has several books in the series, and as usual, I shall link all of the interesting informational pieces where you can find it and that stuff in the description box below. I also have an interview with the author, and I shall link that there as well. And actually, in a couple of weeks, I will be reviewing the author's sci-fi works, so that'll be completely different. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. So go cause trouble. If you happen to know where I could actually find a dragon or a wyvern, I'm not really that picky, please let me know. I would very much like one. That would be lovely. Yeah. Anyways, have a great day. I shall see you next time.